shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. No more slavery. Play it for me, baby.
This country starts early. It works hard. It stays focused. It keeps moving. It stands ready. And it carries the weight. Strong coffee for a strong nation.
This is all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Keep it home, baby.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Welcome everybody back to another Talking What Conspiracy with myself and the great Jamie Grant is back again. We're going to have a little fun, talk some stuff, do what we do best. Maybe Brother Dave will show up in a little bit. I don't know. I've been running around checking my head cut off today, so I haven't got a chance to reach out.
I've been so spotty and unreliable the last few weeks. I think about 3 months, 10 weeks or so. Dude, I got sick, and then after being sick, like, just, God, couldn't pull out of it, bro. And, got sick and couldn't, yeah. Goodness, man. That flu ain't no joke, man. Like, that new flu is no joke. Like, I started out up a respiratory infection, and then it just went south from there. I lost 20 pounds. It was fun.
Well, yeah, that's one way to do it, you know.
Right. Still managed to go to Mexico sick. But, yeah.
Yeah. So we got the chats already. Got Sweets over in the
Yeah,
Rumble.
Sweets is kicking it.
We got Mr. Duffy and Dave's Waffle House. He's going to be sitting back lurking. Appreciate him. As always. 6 hours ahead of us and still listening in on us. Much appreciated. Yeah, I messed around. Hell, I solo last week, and now I turned around and looked up, and I had 3.5 hours in. I was like, whoa.
Dude, my screen just locked up. There we go. Holy cow. That was wild.
Damn
Yeah,
Apple.
no, I'm not on a Mac. I'm on a Dell.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I was
And
say,
actually,
damn,
man, this
Bezos.
PC's solid. You know.
Damn, I was going to say, damn, Bezos is trying to get you. Not Bezos, Steve Jobs' ghost is trying to get you.
You never know. You never know. A lot of ghosts are after me these days. You know. And I'm no good with technology, apparently. You know, it's the ghost of the machine, man.
Sweet says chemtrail flu. It could have been.
Could have been. You know, I felt like Memphis cleared up for a while. Like I didn't see any for a minute, and then I felt like I started seeing them again. You know, I did buy 2 pretty high, not high, super high end, but decent brand air filters, and I've got one in my living room and one in my bedroom, and bro, that has made a huge difference.
Having a good air filter absolutely makes a difference in your house and filtrating that air.
20 pounds of the alcohol.
Could have been, Mr. Duffy.
Could have been.
I'm with him. I hate posting stuff on Facebook. I like buying stuff. Sometimes, like, I think cats are hitting my camera. I just show back up, so they're kind of excited with me being here, and then show them no attention. So, get out of here. They're mad at me. They're probably in a little bit. You're probably not going to be able to see me at all because I'm going to knock my camera off in the floor. You bastard.
Not good.
Oh. Did you get to see the title we got going on today?
Well, I saw a couple things, but I'll let you continue. That way, if we're going to get kicked off of anything.
Oh, put it on me. Okay. Sounds good. One funny thing is, for some reason, Grok has got me in Crenshaw, Mississippi for some reason, so I just left it. So if anybody goes looking for me in Crenshaw, Mississippi, I guarantee they won't find me.
Right.
But it was just funny because I was like, hey, make me a description, and I put I'll make my big description of what I want, and then it turned around and throws out something, and then it's like, well, yeah, it's funny. And it's like, the very beginning, it's like, join me live from Crenshaw, Mississippi. Like, well, I am not in Crenshaw, Mississippi whatsoever. But we have. I wanted to talk about Netanyahu's U.S. visit. What kind of effects? What do we think it's going to be? What does the chat think? The reasonings and what's going to come out of his visit over here? And they shut the damn interstate down like he was the president or the king or something. Right. California wants to try to join the World Health Organization, which technically
I saw that ridiculous shit.
Technically, it's not legal at all, but we'll talk about that. And
oh my God.
Amazing Discord's, I think new CEO is under a certain religious group, and now they want to start doing biometrics, where you had to sign in so you can actually get access to certain parts of Discord, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of crap I seen come down that, and of course many more things. I got lots of stuff, lots of content, lots of fun stuff. Got a few cool videos and stuff. It ought to be fun. And then, of course, always some serious, jacked up stuff. Just don't make no sense whatsoever.
Don't make no sense whatsoever.
It don't. I mean, it just, you know. Did you see, like on Making Cancer Don't Make Sense? Did you see that they had that transgender shooter up in Canada, and they were
Gun
so
person. It's a
scared.
gun
Yeah, gun
person.
person. It's just a gun person. Gun person is no longer with us. I'm like, they're so worried about hurting somebody's feelings of misgendering. Like, but you know, and not saying that all of them are going to do it, but I mean, when there's some kind of chemical imbalance, and then you start throwing drugs at it to mess up somebody's body, change their hormones and all that stuff, it affects the brain. Come on, it can't not affect the brain. And if somebody already was kind of not all the way there in the first place, yeah, it's crazy. But I was gonna let you choose today, Jamie. Which direction, especially in the top three, which direction you want to swing at to see how fast we can get kicked off YouTube today or not.
Well, I definitely think the fact that our boy Netanyahu was staked up at the White House. He's been here 6 times since DT's been elected in office. And the people keep saying, it's all 3D chess. Hey, we're gonna, follow the plan. Well, what is the plan exactly? Because when you look at the influence that these guys have, you got to wonder what he's doing here. I saw a funny post the other day where it said, the real president of the United States is headed to the White House to meet Trump, and I'm like, that's,
There's
you know, um,
it's awakening coming. It really is. I think
but
more people are wakening up to this.
there's a big information campaign going on right now. I've talked about it a few different times. War Clandestine. His account is pretty big. He's the guy that broke the biolab story in Ukraine. He's the guy that broke the Wuhan biolab story in Wuhan. Like, this dude's legit, right? Um, he's been talking about mass. How do you get all the information out to the masses at once? How do you make everybody aware and open to accept the information that's coming, right? So, like, depending on which rabbit hole you go down, Trump's out to expose the whole world's elite pedophile ring, blah, blah, QAnon, whatever you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but, the first thing Donald Trump did is he got the Democrats to scream for the release of the files. Boom. They were going to jam him up, and they didn't. So then, you know, it's almost like DT's playing a little bit of reverse psychology with these people, and everything that he doesn't want them to do, he advocates, and then they want him to do it, and then he comes forward and do it. Pam Bondi today was in front of Congress, lighting their ass up a little bit. They haven't said anything. So you've got that public display of her testimony in front of Congress. You've got the Super Bowl commercial on Sunday where they put out, the stories from the Epstein victims, and you've got more mainstream media starting to cover it now, and now more people are aware of exactly what's going on, right? Um, I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps parlaying, where we keep getting a little bit further, a little bit more information, a little bit more comes out, a little bit more comes out, because you can't just go in and arrest a family like the Clintons. You can't do that without properly educating the mass population. You know what I mean? You can't arrest Barack Obama for treason. You can't do that. You know, you have to educate them on what's going on. Saw a report today that dropped talking about uh, Obama and his involvement in the whole Russia Gate thing or whatever. And apparently, like, his signature's all over some shit, you know. Um, and I think there's going to be a point where they're going to try some of these people. I don't know. They keep saying they're going to try some of these people for treason. You know, we know that Donald Trump is a petty motherfucker, and when you look at his true social account, he keeps posting some pretty funny stuff. Oh, the other psychology campaign, psyop. So did you see the video, the voter fraud video? And at the end of the voter fraud video, they had the video or the picture that showed Obama's as apes and cartoon characters, and everybody lost their fucking mind for about 2 seconds. Did you see that this
Oh
week?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, it was part of a whole other video that had all of them, but it
But
was a whole
but
separate video.
it was, I believe, 100%, 100 fucking percent that was edited intentionally at the end of that video, because the first thing people did is they went and looked up the OG video. Then the media people stopped sharing the original link and started just sharing a screenshot because that video was getting more traffic. More people were seeing the election fraud video, right? So I believe there's a campaign going on right now to awaken some minds, make people aware, and I'm hoping that by the time that the 26 midterms come around and maybe right after we secure some shit, the fucking hammer drops on some people, bro. So, you know, Pizzagate's real. More emails confirm that shit.
Sadly,
I don't want to be the motherfucker that says we told you so, but
sadly is real.
you know, they talk about the number of times that, you know, these different references are made. And for anybody that's stupid, listen, drug dealers use code. I've bought cheesecake. I've bought chocolate cake. You know, I've bought pound cake. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I bought brownies, gummies, jello. You know, it's people use different language, you know, and
Oh yeah, I mean, because there's people listening and everything. Absolutely. Uh, I will say he's not saying not to arrest them. It's if you don't do it. I understand what Jamie's saying. If you don't do it the right way, then
you
it's going
have
to be like
total mass chaos in the
yeah,
streets.
everybody's going to start there. You know, you already see them. They already these paid protesters and crap, and then they clock out and they go over there to the back of a van and they hand off their stuff for the next round of, you know, the next round of freaking recruits there. But if you turn around and just like this blanket, I'm gonna go arrest them. Boom. No, nothing. Then they'll turn around and not. There'll be riots in the streets and there'll be all kinds of chaos. So, I do see you got to have it be a process. In the other hindsight, do I really think they're going to? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's. I think they're all fucking. At this point, I don't know. They're all fucking actors, and
Right.
it's
Well, I'll
the
tell you
sad point.
who's
It's
not an
more
actor.
black pills I get to the point of the process. Is like they're all in together, all actors.
Well, I'll tell you who's not an actor.
Especially with Trump lately, with Netanyahu and pulling the chair out for him. Here you go, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, and and they're actually turning around and treating Congress. He can go speak to Congress without president approval. Another nation that just go over there and start talking and get you know Congress turn around and give them 16 standing ovations.
Right.
Who the fuck? And they don't agree on shit. I've been watching some of the videos. I swear of the they had the other day they had before they had Pam Bondi on there they were just back and forth and they were like the Democrats were all like, well, we need to have Pam Bondi, and the chair was like, well, look, she's coming on this day, she's coming. And then the Republicans were like, y'all didn't say nothing in 4 years. And then it was just truly, it was a bunch of damn baboons and monkeys And I'm not talking,
No,
there
you're
was
right.
all
No,
races down
yeah.
there, and they were just throwing shit at each other.
Yep.
Well, you're worse than me, but you're worse than me, and that's all they did was just throw shit at each other
Yeah.
and talk how bad the other party was instead of actually. And it was sad because there was moments of, okay, I'm really worried about the children. I'm worried about we need to just do this because of this, and it sounds good, and then all of a sudden, right back to fucking slinging shit. And it was like the slinging shit does not do anything. It does not progress. You have 5 minutes to talk, and you're going to use 3.5 fucking minutes to turn around and sling shit on the other party instead of actually putting facts on the ground. Yes, the facts are that there originally was no talk and no Epstein letters were released or anything was released during the whole 4 years of Biden. No shit. All right, we're there. We know that. And they've released a whole bunch of stuff which wasn't supposed to be redacted, which it is redacted, and all this shit's coming out redacted, and all this, and some terrible stuff is coming out redacted. And like, why are y'all covering up for these people? And I had, let me share this real quick. I shared this on. You follow me on Facebook on the page here, the pages thing. PM Benjamin coming out warns that prosecuting everyone in the Epstein files could destroy the system. Fuck the system.
Fuck the system.
Fuck the fucking system. Let it fucking crash. If you don't like cussing, you're gonna hear some cussing for a second.
You're gonna hear a lot of that.
Fuck the system. Fuck them all. Let it all crash, and we'll rebuild this motherfucker like a phoenix. Come out and be a better system because we don't have all this corruption. I do believe it. That's my hope. But if you're gonna worry about, all this shit, you got that Prince Charles turn around. Well, he lost his rank. Who gives a fuck about the rank?
Fuck that dude.
Fuck
bro.
that motherfucker. Fuck all his losing rank. He needs to lose his fucking balls if he did all this shit to these fucking children. All this stuff coming. Some of the stuff, like I was talking to Algorithm yesterday and Mike, and I was like, I had to turn some of it off. I was absolutely had to turn some of it off because it was like, even some of my people that I know talking shows and had on there, and some of the stuff is just like, man, I don't even want to hear this no more. It's absolutely ridiculous. How what are you doing, screen? How terrible and everything it actually was. No, some of the stuff that's coming out, and then like I said, and all they're worried about, well, we might mess up the system. Who cares? These motherfuckers are eating children. They're doing terrible shit to little fucking children. Fuck these son of a bitches.
Some of the
bury them.
The shit that came out that is unredacted, let me tell you, oh my God, like the word torture being mentioned, they're talking about, directly killing people. We're done with them. Hey, I enjoyed, God, I can't remember the verbiage they used. But it was like just fucking mind blowing, oh, bro, they're just evil people, man.
They are. What's up, Rumble? We got Knights of the Storm, Angry Tigers Den raid us today. Appreciate y'all coming on over. Y'all came over right as I was kind of fired up. Y'all came on at the right time. Because, I don't know, I'm just sick of seeing this stuff. Absolutely. I'm sick of it, and they're, like I said, the Attorney General is over here. We can destroy the system. Absolutely. Again. The ones who did that here. Fuck the system. So what? Who gives a shit? Fuck them all. Bury them. Let them all. Let's all the truth come light. Where is it? Let it all come out. Where's my thing here?
They did it again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my laptop's playing games with me over here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Just weird, man. Just weird.
I ain't messing with you. We're talking. We start talking sense, and hey, these some bitches.
Well, it goes into the split screen that it does when you flip over to Twitter, and then it won't come back off that screen and transition. Sometimes I feel like I just need to restart my computer before I start this program every freaking time.
But the big thing, the one thing I did learn on, I've learned so far on this, is make sure the browser's updated. If your browser,
I got an update right now, actually.
Yeah, if your browser is not updated, it's going to give you problems every time. If you update your browser, 99% of the time, you
No
won't have any
problems.
issues.
Right.
But if you don't update that browser, and if you reach out to Riverside, and that's their number one thing is the browser updated, is everything up to code, and that's literally what it is. Let me shout out real quick to all our chat here. I spoke to Anti. We got Jen, Arcane Observer, over on YouTube. Let me get my other mousey over here. And Mr. Duffy, they're chatting it up over there. We got Birdhouse Blues, the real Jason Barker of Knights of the Storm. We got Gardner Goldsmith, who also has a great show. It comes out earlier on Wednesdays. Nostradamus is here. Frank4552 is here. Think Change Repeat. Miss Ashley is here from Knights of the Storm. Let's see who else we got. We got little Johnny Boy. LJ is in the house. Appreciate you being here. Like I said, y'all came over right as I started raising 10 kinds of hell, but it's crazy to see some of this stuff and you know when what's all going on and then it's so much theater, so much BS. Oh, cool, Frank. Drop your link, Frank, and I'll like it. I'll follow you on the Rumble side.
Hey, McCree are on.
Let me show you this video. Look at this is the politics we got going on right now. This silly ass shit right here. We got Republicans, quotation mark, whatever, but not real Republicans.
I'm not a real Republican. Like, I'm telling people the truth. I knock on a door and I say I'm running in the Republican primary, but I'm not a Republican. I'm a progressive. I'm running as a Republican in the Republican primary for Congressional District 14 because that is where the actual competition happens in our gerrymandered district. It happens in the primaries. Like, if you're in a district that is a lock for Democrats, that Democratic primary is where the competition is. And quite frankly, while the can't win strategy is about building for the long term and like building our bench and being ready for fair maps in 2030, we got to fucking win right now because we are in an emergency, like a democratic emergency. And so the place I can win is as a fake Republican.
So again, when we talked about on here before a bunch of times, we gotta stop voting colors. If you still believe in any kind of voting, you gotta stop voting colors. You gotta check into these damn people and check who they are. Stop just voting on it. They're a blue side, they're a red side, because there's people doing that right now, and especially on the Dems right now, because they are afraid that they're going to get completely dismantled as next.
Right.
We'll have to see what happens on the midterms later this year. I still think an alien invasion is going to happen before midterms and going to stop it. Blue beam is coming, baby. Blue beam. It won't be real.
Louis Farrakhan talks about something very relevant, and he says it's crazy how the people on the left and the right, the Democrats, Republicans, can never agree on anything.
Except for one country.
Until something has to do with Israel or an Israeli leader, and they'll stand up and clap for them and give them, and man, dude, I think that guy's onto something, like.
Yeah, it's crazy how much. I was trying to find a good video to show. Like it is crazy how much the power and um I don't know. It's Let me play this video real quick. Speaking of certain peoples, kind of some hilarity. I was talking to algorithm there last night.
I said, Mike, that we are fighting today the battle that the Maccabees fought. They fought for the survival of the Jewish people and the Jewish faith against an enemy that wanted to extinguish us, wipe us out from the face of the earth. We were fighting our battle, but we were also fighting the battle of civilization, because our civilization is based on the Judeo-Christian tradition. And if the Maccabees had failed, there'd be no Judaism, there would be no Judeo-Christian civilization. There would be no Maccabees. There would be no United States, there wouldn't be the civilization of freedom.
No United States, Jamie.
Yeah, well, because they made us so great. Thank you, Israel, for everything that you've done here to make us great. You know.
Yeah, it's that part right there was just like Israel as a nation wasn't brought together because of, Rothschild in England in 1945, but it wouldn't be no United States without.
I'm just glad.
I don't know what happened in 1776 and all them years between 1945 and 1776. I don't know what happened between them two. That I don't know. Maybe.
Oh man, crazy. Thank you, Israel.
Did YouTube just block? Great. Oh, nice, awesome.
Did we just get blocked already?
We might have. I think we got.
That's your fault.
Probably so. Push come shove, I'm gonna be on Rumble. I am a Rumble premium creator now. Got the little logo in the corner over here. Before it's all over with, make sure you'll follow Rumble, because before it's all rolled up, we might be Rumble exclusive as before it's all over with. So make sure y'all follow the Rumble channel too. I guess right now, let's see. They might get mad at me. Let's see. What we got going? Oh, I'm back. It's back on there right now.
Oh, they list. Oh, well, that ain't gonna last long. All right, I won't bring them up again. Okay. How about that? Does that work? Does that keep us in the in the good? Maybe.
The only thing necessary for triumph of evil is good men to do nothing. Oh,
pretty much.
Are you saying Antis that it blocked the chat? You were saying that. I told YouTube probably changed it back. I had the YouTube where it was on my chat. I didn't know it at first. Mr. Duffy had troubles the other day, and it was supposed to be where YouTube does no any kind of mods on my channel at all on the chat. That my mod's supposed to take care of it, but they probably switched it back where they're modding the hell out of me again.
It's probably more along the lines of what's happening there.
Yeah, because we truly, I haven't blocked anybody on the channel whatsoever. Knock on wood, I hadn't had a reason to. And we've had to mute people a couple times just for a second.
Do you get your chat spammed randomly from like bot accounts, like random drop-ins? And
so far so good. Frank said YouTube is auto filtering for certain words and phrases, so
Usually, right?
Yeah. I haven't had really too bad on it. Because YouTube, I got a bunch. We do a lot better on Rumble than we do YouTube on the live stream. So, now we got a chat from Market Traders TV wants us to come say hi. We might say hi after our show is Silver Talon. We still got about 3 hours to go. Still got a long way to go. We still got an hour and 15 minutes before Jamie disappears. So hell, we
Before I disappear. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But if we're watching, yeah, when Jamie starts to leave, the show is not going off. I'll continue on, keeping on.
Yeah, you got to tell the people that, man.
Yeah, I don't want nobody leaving. Silver Talon's a troll. Probably so. Hey, we like trolls sometimes.
I'm always a troll. Look, man, like you know.
My buddy Jesse's a troll. You know.
Oh my God, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Jesse's never trolled anybody in his life.
Oh,
Jesse is the biggest spoon in the Mid-South, and I truly love the dude. You know, I wish him nothing but absolute the best. But cousin, shut the fuck up sometimes. I love you though.
Y'all just leave him alone. Y'all ignore him and he's fine.
But he makes me laugh. He really does. He really does. And sometimes he nails the nail on the head, boy. Like
he does. He does for sure.
You know, like you can't get mad at him. Like
let me play this silly video. I can't imagine being to the point of like, you know, you live such a talking about privilege and living such a privileged life.
Right.
Check out King Charles.
A privileged lifestyle, that he doesn't have mechanics to choose for himself anymore. Everything is done for him. His pajamas are pressed every morning so that they don't have creases in them for the next day. His shoelaces are pressed flat with an iron. His underwear is folded in a certain way. The bath towel has to be placed in a certain fashion. Prince Charles does have his valet squeeze 1 inch of toothpaste onto his toothbrush every morning. On one occasion, he rang me from his library and he said, "Oh, Paul, a letter from the Queen seems to have fallen into my waste paper bin. Would you pick it out?" The waste paper bin was there. He was sat there. I had to bend down into the paper bin and pick out the letter, put it back on his desk. "Will that be all, Your Royal Highness?" "Yes, thank you very much."
Listen, I need Whitney to get on here right now and watch that video because that is the level of service that I expect to receive throughout this house.
I'm surprised he ain't had somebody brush his teeth for him.
He's got a personal bidet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know,
can it be like, does he have like on Coming to America and the royal penis is clean, sir?
Right. Right. You never know, bro.
What's up? Cecilia is in the house now.
Well,
cool.
Hi, Cecilia.
Appreciate you being here too.
Thanks
if
for
I miss
hanging
anybody
out.
else, and thank you, lurkers, for being here as always. We're 25 strong on the Rumble, so we appreciate y'all. Not sure where we're on the YouTube. I don't have that studio popped up, but always fun. But yeah, I can't imagine being that point. This one right here, just figure some random stuff real quick, and then we'll get serious for talk more dark shit.
Serious. We're not gonna get serious.
Yeah, for us. In India, they arrested 11 people who has issued over 100,000 fake university degrees in medicine, nursing, and engineering. Who's going to a doctor
I saw that. You know what's crazy is a lot of people don't understand that the I-95 visa program out of India is only for a very small part of the population over there. It's not like people from all over India have an opportunity to do that. It's very tribal there. And from what I understand is like that whole core group of people is from one sect of people. You know, and now we find out they got a bunch of fake documents, you know. Great. I'm glad my nurse speaks broken English. No. I'm gonna need me some night school, you know. give me one of them girls that, you know.
I'll say, hell, just get some. That'd be nice. Hell, we just get some degrees and stuff, you know, and don't even have to do shit. Just get them. And
Let's see. Buy an online degree. Let's see if I can buy one. Let's see if there are any of those that still exist. You know, they used to have these places where you could literally buy a freaking piece of paper that said, "Hey, it's basically a fake degree."
I think you can go out to California right now and get you a nice fake CDL right now.
They call them. Oh yeah, I'm sure you can. It's called a diploma form, though.
What do you think about the Nancy Guthrie stuff? Have you looked into any of that?
Man, dude, no, I've only seen it a little bit. I'm gonna bet that she was probably murdered by somebody in her family.
It's all kind of weird because I got to think another video. Check this out though. They were sitting there with mainstream media and stuff, all sitting there, and
where exactly it's a circle drive.
And they're having interviews, and a guy just walks up delivering pizza.
Clearly not at the bottom of the walkway down into the driveway.
Like, what the hell?
Stuck out to me because I thought, that would be
so maybe
from Nancy Guthrie's home.
Is Daddy still alive? Is he over here? Getting pizza delivered?
Right.
Like, what the hell? Yeah, it's wild. I had another video on I got some funny videos on here. Let's start things up. Yeah. Talking about here it is. The disappearance of her mother, and then from the scene from the science of the lambs.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
She is full of kindness and knowledge.
Actors, man. They're all fucking actors, and it's all fucking skit. I swear to God.
Bro, I think that the more you realize that, you know, that everything's a skit. These politicians, you know, these musicians that are all of a sudden, you know, one way or another on opinions, and yeah, bro. No.
Uh-oh.
They're all bought and paid for, bro. That's what I think, you know.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, what's up, man? How are y'all?
Good. How are you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good. Just got home.
Hell yeah. Yeah, let me close this out. Let Nick. Well, let me share this, I guess, real quick. And we'll introduce Nick. I don't know if you've seen this, Jamie. They're trying to...
Cambridge University has updated its curriculum on Anglo-Saxon, Norse, and Celtic history and plans to now teach that Anglo-Saxons did not exist as a distinct ethnic group, stating that the change is in a bid to combat racism and nationalism.
Blasphemy! In general, ASNC teaching seeks to dismantle the basis of myths of nationalism, that there ever was a British, English, Scottish, Welsh or Irish people with a coherent and ancient ethnic identity. by showing students just how constructed and contingent these identities are and always have been.
The university will also teach that there has never been any actual Scottish, Welsh, or Irish identities with ancient roots, as they were also constructed. While some academics agree on the term Anglo-Saxon is problematic, there's far from a consensus, as the term is well established in historical and academic vocabulary.
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands. Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
At least they're out in the open now, and actually, completely out in the open, telling, hey, we're going to just change history and just completely.
Listen, Caucasian, your history and culture is irrelevant. Okay. How fucking
it's going to be a bunch of
nuts is
Scottish
that?
and Irish people that's going to be, that's what, if he gets some Irish just sober up just for a little bit, they're going to be mad. Because
Hey,
you can say
yeah.
that they're not Irish. There's going to be.
They
there's
hate
gonna be
each
some
other
war.
over there on their own island right now. Let them dudes unleash on everybody. Like
It's wild. What's up, Yankee Free? Appreciate you being here.
freaking nuts, bro.
Brother Nick, man, I'm glad you were able to make it on here. I know we got some big fights this weekend, and sure wanted you to come on here and tell everybody about it, and maybe someone can get on where they can watch it and come watch it live. And
Yeah, for sure. Man, I'm just happy to be able to make it here to be on here with y'all, man. I see y'all doing the podcast all the time and see y'all, talking about it and stuff. So I'm happy to be able to be here to represent PCW and stuff and kind of chat a little bit. So, but yeah, like you said, I mean, we got a big card for PCW1 Primal Cage Wars, man. I mean, starting right off the top, we got 6 pro fights on this card, and 4 of those 6 are title fights. So
it's gonna be fun. We got 2 promotions here on the same page. Look at that. We got Primal and Attitude.
Heck yeah.
It's all about helping each
that's
other
what I'm
grow.
talking about.
So
And
helping
Delta,
everybody grow. And for the ones
That's
that
it,
don't know
man.
yet, I do.
It's all about the love.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I have a gym. I got my own fighters. I train people, and of course Jamie and Nick and everybody. Actually, Nick's back training with me now and with Mr. Fisher, and it's gonna be good. And then Jamie trains over there with Mr. Brian and Jason Aldridge, and with law school, and we have fun. So it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I just want to give him a chance to come on here because this weekend, we're like I said, I know a lot of our viewers, and I got some that are kind of mixed around, and if they were able to watch it online, where are we gonna be able to watch it online for live streaming, Nick?
Yeah, so we're actually going to go on the page and we're going to get everything set up to kind of set up something for a streaming thing. I know we had talked to several people about, tickets, different things like that. We can't really control what, like, say, Ticketmaster and other things do for like the crossway third parties. But I know if you were to get with like any of your local fighters and stuff like that, the tickets were way cheaper. They were almost $10 cheaper just getting them through a local person. But we are going to go online and we're going to do some kind of platform on there, and we're going to put it on the website. So if they go to Primal Cage Warriors, they'll be able to look on there and follow up and see where everything's going to be posted as far as how we're going to do the media stuff and everything like that. So that should be getting posted out within the next 2 days, and we'll kind of put more info on that out there. But yeah, so there will be a way to watch everything. We're going to have something set up on that because we don't want anybody to miss out on this card.
Nice. And the link is in the description down there for the Facebook page and stuff. So if y'all want to check that out, the links are in the description, and there's lots of links in the description. All of our friends, we got
Sweets is the link queen.
Oh yeah, link, and of course Sweets will be dropping links in the in the chats and stuff. But if you need to, you can go to the description. We got lots of our friends are down there. Other shows, Jamie's businesses, both plural, is down in there, and of course the Primal Cage War, they're also in there. So y'all click on those links and check them out. And if you're close to the tri-state area, come check it out. Because if not, you can. I know the live stream, and you get to hear my voice commentating for. So that's going to be the fun part.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It'd be exciting to have you on the side, sitting there commentating everything, and I'll definitely be in and out of the cage throughout all fight interviews, belt presentations, and things like that. I'll be a little bit everywhere, so they'll be able to find me all in and out. Anybody, text, whatever. My information is pretty much plastered all over the place.
Nice. Nice. Nick, you gonna be able to hang out and talk some of our crazy politics and stuff with us too tonight, or are you gonna?
Man, I can hang out and chat a little bit. If you want to, I'll go over some of this fight card, kind of chat about it real quick, maybe a little bit of insight on it.
You're gonna be able to
and
do
then,
that too?
yeah, I can hang out, man. I'm always listening to some of the fun and like politics, conspiracies, and all the different craziness. I just enjoy, hearing some of it.
We talk about it all for sure.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
go ahead
awesome.
and go. Yeah, go ahead and shout out the fight card, and then we'll get back to the normal schedule. We'll get back talking conspiracies for just a second. Y'all give us just a minute. We'll do this, and then we'll get back to it.
Well, good deal. Well, look, like you said, Primal Cage Warriors, man, we're super excited about this promotion. It's going to be February 14th at Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee. The doors are actually going to open at 5 o'clock. Fights start at 6. We're trying to be spot on, and I will be here to tell you, anybody that's listening or going to be listening, or anybody y'all talk to, I will say within the first 1 to 2 fights, I can guarantee you they do not want to miss that fight. It will be a banger. It's going to be a grand opening fight set up just to be right off top, coming into that, traditional AMI card and lining up into our fight lineup. And like I said, just to kind of go over some of those fights real quick, just so, we can reiterate some of those guys on the card. I want to give some of these guys a shout out, of course, and let them know how it's going to look. And I'm going to call these out, not in any order. So I don't want people to hear it and be like, that's the lineup. We ain't going to tell nobody the lineup yet. You'll have to wait till closer to time for that one. But yeah, with that, we have on the amateur card, we have Adam Wallace and Corey Smith Jr. That's going to be a middleweight MMA fight. We have Jacob Harris, Andralis Richardson. That's going to be a featherweight fight. Also looking at Caleb Dunlap and Noah Hart. That's going to be a catch 140. And we also have a title amateur fight. And this one's super exciting in my personal opinion for the amateur side of it. You're looking at Ethan Forrest and Nate Williams. And that's going to be a title weight. And we are actually we've got a couple more things in the works that we're going to add into this. A few things have changed on the amateur card. So we're going to officialize it here in the next day or two on a couple of tweaks that had to change due to unforeseen circumstances, issues, maybe injuries, just little, things that come with fight camps and stuff like that, or fighter mishaps, whatever the case may be. So we are adjusting a few things that may happen there. But as far as the rest of it, we're going to go ahead and go back into the pro card. I know a lot of people are excited about this, and I know Jamie, he knows all these names around this card as well. And some of these fights I will.
I'm afraid he's about to pop.
Yeah, the internet was kind of going in and out a little bit. Is he on a cell?
I must have been. It looked like he's in the house, so I paused his upload so it would maybe do a little better. But good night, Cecilia. Yeah, happy anniversary to your mom and dad there. I know that got to be hard. What's up, Snooks? Glad you're here. Let's see if I missed anybody real quick. Give them a chance to come back for just a second. While we waiting on him, let me share. Like I said, Project Bluebeam, I do think is coming. Have you seen the new trailer for the? Get rid of this here. Disclosure movie.
No.
We're interrupting our coverage. There has been a threat to publicly release government material long shrouded in secrecy.
Are they people?
No.
Do you think there could be others?
People have a right to know the truth.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world, all at once.
If you do this, there's no undoing it.
There will be no other day like tomorrow.
Pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool, but it's just kind of weird. Like all of a sudden now, all this disclosure stuff is popping up
We're
like that. I don't know. It just makes me wonder. Makes me wonder there. That's why I said maybe by the end. Here's all. I got to do it twice on there. Oh, how much money. Man, they were showing how, I was listening to this, they were talking about how much money, if you are in California, how much money, that, if you just, for a few days, how much taxes you got paid. It's incredible.
Right. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, yeah, good luck.
Let me show a quick video and then a crazy video. Jason Barker might get to see some of this live sometime. She got this damn tank going through the car.
Fuck that car.
Gone. Look at that. Just
that was great, man. That was freaking great.
Obliterated.
That was pretty awesome.
Let me send this email real quick to. There we go. I think that's right. It should be in the description. It might be right in the description. I don't know. I keep trying to fix it. If it's not right, it got to be something like that. Ricky, anything is possible at gmail.com is my email. If y'all want to reach out, if y'all want to come on and say stuff. Try to give him a little time. Oh, there he is. He is back.
Man, it was working great on my end, and then it just went for everybody froze.
Yeah, you could hear you breaking up just a little bit, and then all of a sudden go poof, and then you disappeared. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was looking. I saw y'all move a couple times, and I was like, okay, everybody's still on. And then all of a sudden, it just disappeared, and I was like, well, it looks like everybody's froze and it's stuck.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It likes a lot of bandwidth. It likes a lot of internet. It does do that.
Yeah, I think all my kids are in the process of getting ready for bed and everything else. So I know they're all pulling internet for something to get ready for bed. So I'm sure that's probably what messed it up, because I actually unconnected from all the servers.
Yeah, I understand. I was just playing a couple of fun videos real quick while I was trying to wait for you to get back. Here's the 1958 NFL Championship halftime show right here.
Can't curb their impatience for the second half to get underway. By now, they are witnessing a genuine football classic. And even sights such as this can't curb their impatience for the second half to get underway.
My God.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine in the halftime show or sitting there? That'd be wild. Absolutely wild.
The videos always just look so much cooler from back then.
They do. They do.
No AI, no special makeup, like.
It was just a better time, I swear. Absolutely, it was a better. It seems like it. There's some bad things. There were some bad things going on, for sure. But like, it was just a simpler time, it seems. And like, hell, they not the technology and stuff they had. Like, you see them old videos with them old refrigerators and stuff, and they had all kinds of cool gadgets with it, and the shit's still working to this day. Now you get a damn refrigerator or a fucking TV.
3 years, bro. 3 years. That's all you get.
I got an old flat screen TV, but it's like a 32-inch I've had for many years. I bought a 65-inch. That motherfucker lasted 4 years. That's it. And then it was like I went to go get it fixed, and it was going to cost the same amount as to get another TV. It's just throwaway. It's throwaway stuff. It's crazy.
Dude, anything you buy nowadays isn't going to last you. I had a 30, I think it was 32-inch or 42-inch TV I got when I was in South Korea back in 2010 when I was over there for their active duty. And my daughter still has it in her room as her TV currently till this day.
Absolutely. And like I said, nowadays you buy one with the last 10 years, it won't last that long. It's crazy. They don't make them worth the crap. It's more and more because they want us to buy more and sell it, and so they can sell more. Anyway, in one way I understand, but another way it's just like, man, we need some stuff that actually lasts, and the vehicles. I got that on here too. I didn't put that in the title, but have y'all seen where they're talking about Ford and GM actually did a thing? I wonder if Angry Tiger's in the chat. I was wondering if he had said anything about it. Ford and GM just got where they can actually make their own bank. And so they could actually start giving out loans through Ford. And so they can actually go up, and they're talking about right now going up to where they can give a 15-year loan for a vehicle.
So basically, they've become a tote your note car lot.
Basically, and that way they could also, because and the video I had, I got it. I can show it to everybody in a little bit, if especially if there's people want to see it, or I can drop the link to it. And the guy was talking about is like, especially because especially the new Fords, whatever. But a lot of them, they got a lot of recalls on all across the board. No matter what manufacturer is your favorite, they got recalls and crap problems. And he was like, well, that way you can turn around and take it to the dealership, and then you can get another loan on top of your $93,000 loan for your truck. Then you get you another loan to pay for your maintenance on it. And it's just like, it's just absolutely, in debt. And that's the point of it.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Kind of like getting that Dodge Charger at 29% for 84 months.
Look, I'll take my paid off Z71 all day.
Right.
All my vehicles are paid off. They're paid for. They're mine. And I'm not going back. I mean, it's nice. They're, they're pretty, pretty trucks. It's nice to have a new, hey, look, I got a new blah, blah, blah. But I'd rather have my, I'd rather have my 20-year-old truck or my 30-year-old. I got a 30-year-old 12 valve, I'd rather have it than a $900 truck note to something that I had to worry about. And then on top of on the turnaround, enter, and then I was talking about talking about this right here. Mr. Beast is acquiring Step is a $1 billion financial app for teenagers. So they're really trying to they're even trying to trap the teenagers into pay now, buy now, pay later. And you see these stuff on these websites too that always like, well, you can break it off in 4 payments. If you do that for 100 damn things, you're paying out your butt, for anything. I can pay now 4 payments on some toilet paper from Amazon. Like, come on. Some things you just need to either wait or, save a few dollars. But
listen, at any point in time that you're putting your groceries on layaway, like or toilet paper or household goods, like, no, you need to get your fucking life together.
There's people doing it right now. It's the sad thing.
That's ridiculous, man. I see some of this simple shit that I buy online, and it's like, pay over 4 payments. Motherfucker, I spent $9. You know what I mean? If I have to break that down at $2.25 a day, I probably have no business, with even a cell phone. What the fuck do I have a cell phone for?
I feel like that's every time you get on Amazon. They ask you to, anything you're buying, whether it's $10 or $20, they're asking you to break it up in 4 payments or something. I'm like, yeah, no, never doing that.
All websites are now like that, especially with shop and stuff like that. They're all asking you, hey, you wanna break it up? And it's a little fee, and it's just like with the banks and stuff. They turn around, and of course we are not professionals, and we're not giving any kind of advice for any damn thing. But you got to do your disclaimers. We don't get in trouble. But now they turn around, and in the banks, I remember. With my old credit union, turn around and go in there and like, well, you paid us $30 or whatever. This is your money too. Talking about the overdraft money. Well, you got $500 overdraft. You can just get up to this. That's your money too. But if you pay out, of course you got to pay. And then you turn in, look into it, and the banks are pushing it for that kind of thing. And then you find out how many billions of dollars they're making off of poor people. Between overdraft fees, that's not even counting.
Bro, the biggest scam ever. Listen, the biggest scam ever is the ATM fee. Okay, because so take the average person. The average person out there gets less than fucking $100 when they go to the ATM. The average person out there, okay? Because let's just be real. Most people don't have $100 in their fucking bank account. Okay, so people that go get $40, $60, $80, they're paying $5, $4, $6 from the machine. They're paying $3, $4, $5 from their bank. They're paying upwards of $7 or $8 just to get, sometimes $100 bill or $60. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're fucking upside down before the money even hits the fucking tray. Yeah.
And that stuff adds up, if people talk about it like, we turn around like, well, I just, this and this and this, but if you turn around, that's why like all these, everybody's got a subscription too. That's just another money making scheme.
Let me tell you what I think the biggest scam is right now. I think space, cell phone storage space. Your fucking phone's got 256, 128, even a 64-bit phone has more than enough photo space. But what's it do? It gives you the little red check mark. The little red check mark lets you know that it's no good and you're over. So what do? You pay $11 a month so the red check mark goes away. Well, then it fills up. Well, then once you've got 2 terabytes of fucking pictures and video of your cat and your dog Fifi running around the backyard, now you upgrade and you move up to the next plan at $14.90. Because what's another $3, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good, man.
It's all these phones. Before you could actually put memory cards in there and stuff like that. Now they're going away from that, where you can't upgrade memories, you can't upgrade batteries. You know, it's crazy. It's the of what they're pushing, and of course all the extra stuff they're putting on all these phones with AI and just the tracking software they're truly putting on these damn things is scary.
Yeah. Technology, man. They got to know where you are, how fast you're going, how many times you stopped. Did you take a different route? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're locking in on patterns. That's been a thing for a very long time. I can just tell you personally from that. Any app you get on, think about it. If you jump in your car, if you have your phone set up to where it hooks up to your car, it will automatically start judging your pattern. If you go to work every single day or you go to the gym every single day, you jump in your car before you even take off. If you look at your GPS or your little whatever your Sirius XM type radio or system is for your travel, if you look at that GPS, it's going to have your route already pre-planned where you can just press go and it's going to take you directly the pathway to your work that you go, your school, whatever it is you do. It does it every
Especially
single day in both of my cars. I'm like, no, not going there today. I'll go a different route on purpose.
especially Apple phones. Especially Apple phones.
Oh,
They turn
bad.
around. They turn around like, oh, you're 20 minutes away from work. I'm like, I didn't even put that shit in. I've never like told this is where I'm going or whatever. I mean, I'm using maps, whatever, but like saying hey, this is my home. This is all my stuff. And
right.
it didn't matter. Like I had that iPhone. It's like, man, hell with all that. And you can actually go on Google, like for the Android, you can go on Google, and there's a way you can look, and it'll show you every which way and every road trip and everything you ever took. If you had GPS on it, it'll tell you every path you ever took all over the place.
Right.
And what gets you
I've
is
deleted mine a few times, but
even if you take those off, if you go in and change your settings where you're like, do not track, do not allow, cut off all the cookies and all that stuff, even if you block everything that you can without your tracking me, if you put an app on your phone that wants to track something or that you're doing just for your location while you're using it, whatever the case may be, if you access any microphone, satellite, or any digital thing of that nature through that app, it automatically starts tracking it, which links into everything else that's tied into that same account on that phone. So even though they're not tracking you on the specific app, you're still being tracked. And that's how it knows all your details of where you're at, where you're going. Like Jamie said, how fast you're going. It doesn't matter. It's tracking it.
absolutely. I mean, and that's the. Oh, Jamie, you're breaking up now. Or is it me?
I don't know.
Oh, there it goes. Went back clear. I don't know. Look at the people. That's good. All right. But yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, I think that's part of the goal, because now you see, when the conspiracy theories is right again, kind of thing, because we see over in Oxford, England, and you see that they're started a 15-minute city. You get 100 free days, passes to come out of the 15-minute city a year, and if you're outside that area, you get 30 passes. If you live outside the area to come into that area, kind of thing. So nice and gentle and generous of the government to turn around to allow people to actually leave their spot that they live in, and we've been saying it for a while on here, is like that's something that for sure is heading our way. We know that they were looking into building 15-minute cities. A lot of places that got burned up recently are natural quotation marks. Disasters happened lately. They got 15-minute cities tied to them, and this is for sure something that it is an agenda, and now we see they're actually trying to implement over there. And it's not even they're having nothing technical. They're just using cameras to take pictures of license plate, pictures of the person, and that's how they send them the tickets or fines or whatever.
Bro, there are cameras. A lot of people don't realize this, but most major casinos across the country right now have license plate readers in their parking lots to some extent, especially your high traffic ones. And they're tied to a local police department, they're tied to a sheriff's department, they're tied to a state agency, because casinos happen to be one of the high traffic places where traffickers go and just bad people hang out, right? But they use those fucking tag readers all the time, man. I won't tell you where, but they do, and not trying to jam up any old job I had. Never know when I may need to go back to work. But yeah, it's
you gotta be careful. You don't want to burn all the bridges.
not all of them. Not all of them. Not this week anyway.
Next week might be a different story, but
next week, total different story. We don't know who we're mad at next week. It could just be crazy.
You haven't been told who you're mad at. Remember, we got to wait.
I know the news has to tell us, and once they tell us, then we can go forward from there.
Exactly. Our overlords has to tell us who we should be mad about and who to counteract to be mad at them for being mad at that. Right now it's still butthurt about Super Bowl and different halftime shows, and just I don't know. I seen one person just like shut the fuck up completely.
Bro, some people need to lose their mind. I think we live in a society now where people want to be upset, they want to be offended, they want to have something to talk about so that somebody can come cry on their shoulder and go, "Oh, I feel that way too." Man, fuck your feelings. Like,
that's true. I think that is true. There's a lot of people that want that it gives them meaning in life when they can just sit there and complain and gripe about something that has no effect
right
to their life whatsoever, and they won't change nothing about it whatsoever. Right. But I don't know. I don't know. I was live streaming with James, and Merlin, talking ghosts and all kinds of stuff, and paranormal stuff Sunday. I turned on. I didn't turn none of that stuff on. I still hadn't seen. I normally go back and watch the commercials and stuff like that. I didn't even do none of that this time. I just didn't even care. I did not care one bit. Speaking of all the data racketing and stuff, one of the things I did want to show for the ones that use Discord, that Discord gets a new CEO, and they're going to start using biometric data to allow you to do stuff.
I heard they're going to start recording our audio.
Yeah, and he's from Israel for some reason.
Oh, that's
what that
crazy.
even means?
Get the fuck out of here! You're crazy.
That matters. It don't matter. It
don't
matter. He's from Israel. It's okay.
It's just ironic that he just happened.
It's a coincidence. That's the one. It's just a coincidence. Like as soon as he takes over. Of course, Discord is because I read for somewhere else they were losing their ass for a second because people were dropping all the nitro. For the ones that don't know about Discord, they got things where you got different pay programs, and you do like a nitro where you get extra stuff and you get extra cool icons, and you can send more data, like if you're trying to upload stuff or send stuff, and a lot of people were pulling out of it, and they were losing a lot of money. So Discord had to throw out there, and no, we're good. Discord is not required everyone to complete a face scan or upload an ID. It's, the vast majority of people can continue to use Discord exactly how they do today. Bunch of BS. They're trying to.
But for those of you that meet our checklist here, we're going to need your ID, your phone number, a little bit of everything from you is what I think.
Yeah, Notre Dame's VPNs for sure. Yeah, VPNs are good to use. Stuff is only a crime if you get caught. That's it.
Right. Oh, shit.
Oh, you ain't trying hard enough.
Yeah, yeah.
No shit.
It's kind of like it's kind of like us, Jamie. I think sometimes I was like, if we're just not if we're only one. Let me see if I get these words right that I want to say. If we're only on one watch list, there's something we're not doing anything right here. We gotta.
Let me tell you something.
We need to be at
if
least
I'm
on
not
2
on
or
a
3.
watch list just from the Amazon shit that comes to my fucking house, you know, do you know the amount of tack gear you can buy on Amazon? Like,
oh yeah, it's insane.
I've been going down a rabbit hole on YouTube on my other channel, and so watching stuff, and it's been a lot of like prepper stuff and lots of bug out bags and everyday carries, and man, there's so much stuff. There's a couple videos I watched. It was like, if you purchase this, you will get put on the list. It's like the top 5 things if you buy, and someone was like, it's crazy to think that you would or not, but yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck 'em. Yeah, I mean, because hell, Uncle Bill Gates here, we got to fix the damn cows anyway. So hell, what are we worried about? All this stuff here.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, 6% of global emissions are cows. We can either fix the cows or stop them from doing that, or we can make beef without the cow.
We can just eat more cows. Why don't we just eat more cows?
Well, I think they're trying. But the stuff they're putting in the cows, though, or just McDonald's, selling more hamburgers than we actually have cows. Period. It's been.
Look, you're not supposed to know how to fucking count, bro. Okay. Put your calculator away. Stop counting on your toes. Like.
Yeah, 2 plus 2 is not supposed to be 4 in a lot of these people's minds. So we're not supposed to know any of this stuff. Not supposed to know any. What are you doing, cat? Get out here.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. I don't know, if you start paying attention, you just start noticing shit. The problem is like, I think that it's come to a point that there are people that are awake that are paying attention to this shit. And there are people that are kind of on the cusp, and you kind of want to lead them to the water so that they can see the shit for themselves. And then there are people that, like, I don't care what you give them, they're not going to come off of it, and they all have septum piercings. It's weird. It's like they've all got this weird piercing right here. And I saw a funny video actually where this dude took the septum ring off this girl and she turned into a normal human, and it was pretty funny. So I thought it was funny. I'm sorry. I shouldn't think it's funny, but I did. Well, my phone is blowing up. Ricky, I'm gonna jump off here, man. My phone is going nuts right now.
No, they tell them, you have 25 more minutes. They just gonna have to. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, and then the cage man chokes a brother out, and that's what happens.
I'll be all right. I got me and Nick got your back here. We'll come help you. Nick will hold him, and I'll kick him in the knee.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I appreciate it as always, man. We'll be back on next week.
Sounds good. Yeah, just as always, I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna keep on the show. Jamie's got
Ricky Pike, staying, surviving, thriving, telling you about all the things that we didn't get to today.
For sure, for sure.
Peace in the Middle East. I love you. I'll see you on the flip side, man.
Yes, sir. Take care, Jamie. Jamie and Whitney. He leaves about 10:30 to go play Call of Duty every day.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife came in and gave me the look. She's like, "Hey, how long are you gonna be on?" Just getting ready to go to bed, and I'm like, give me a few minutes.
Yeah, we need to get out here, Nick. You're cool, man. Like I
Yeah, I
said,
will. How much of the did I get it? Did y'all get everything earlier on the fight stuff, the card? I don't know where it cut off or what happened or whatever. So
you're probably halfway through the car, but I mean, like I said, if you, but that's all right. I mean, like I said, if you want to do a final, like with y'all's, throw a final shout out and stuff like that, and tell everybody, man, you can, man, before you get out of here, and I don't want to get you in
yeah,
trouble.
I guess if I get it, yeah, I'll get in trouble. I've already missed how many nights this week with training and all that. She's already given me the here we go again. Are you getting back in? I'm like, we're not gonna get into that story. So, but yeah, man, like we were saying, I mean, biggest thing, hey, I hope everybody's there. I would love, to see all the original people and then all the extras and so forth and so on because we got so many good fight cards with the 6 pro fights and all that. I mean, 4 of those are title fights, 1 amateur title fight. So we're looking at 5 total titles that's going on the line here at this card. I mean, it's absolutely stacked. We're gonna have media weigh-ins at Madison Taverns on Friday. Fighter check-ins are at 6, and we'll be there at 6:30 doing the media weigh-ins. So check in for that. And doors open at 5 o'clock. Fights start at 6 on the dot. They do not want to miss the very opening 1 to 2 fights right off top. Those are going to be phenomenal. And then to lead into the card, so forth and so on. But yeah, man, like I said, Minglewood Hall, Valentine's Day, that is the place to be. Hands down, one of the best cards I've seen in a long time. Granted, I mean, there's some our promotions are amazing around here all across the board. I've fought in several promotions. I've had friends and family fighting all of them. I've been to every promotion, not every single one, but every, owner of promotion, I guess you could say.
Right.
And I'll tell you, I love them all. I love them all. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, to being a part of it and being a part of Primal Cage Wars and stuff, I'm super excited. I think we have a great crowd, a great group of, men and women that are organizing it. And I think it's going to be awesome. It's just, it adds more talent pool exposure, and is how I look at it. We're not really, ain't nobody here to beef with nobody, but everybody likes to beef with people, just like we were talking about with, who tells you to be mad at who kind of thing just a minute ago, like y'all were talking about. But the biggest thing is, man, we have so much talent in this freaking tri-state area that we're pulling from other states and things like that. We're going further out, pulling people in. Hopefully that brings more to every other card around as well. And then, like I said, I mean, there's just too much talent for us not all to be able to work together and really just stack these fighters in the ways that they need to be so we can get the exposure out there so that they can grow and progress and, get to where they want to get in their fight careers, coaching careers, and all the good stuff like that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Well, Sweets dropped his
Yeah.
link in the chat, so people can check it out. Check out the Facebook page and give it a follow. And like I said, there's gonna be some good stuff. And like I said, if you do have to watch it the live stream, you'll hear my lovely voice and and Mr. Josh Weems and we're gonna have some fun for sure.
Definitely, definitely. Well, Ricky, I'm gonna let y'all get to it. I'm gonna get back in here before this wife beats me down. I still got to come out there and finish some training out maybe this week and start back at it next week. So let me get ready for these fights, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, buddy. You have a good one.
You too, Nick.
Later.
All right, now it's Shadow is running around here. I mean, Miss Kitty is driving me crazy. She's trying to get into pictures. Y'all can see Shadow's top of her head. I was trying to bring it down a little bit so y'all can see the kitties. But appreciate y'all listening to that. Like I said, I'm a multifaceted person. I get into the fights. Now I get to commentate fights. I coach fights. I'll be watching. Watch out, cat! You're gonna be spamming chat again for a second. So it's always fun. The velvet fog. But I guess I'll get back on the politics side and just let y'all. I'm gonna back and forth and everything. I lost a lot of people there. Crazy stuff I found on here. There you go, Jason. I haven't eaten. I ate some potato logs earlier. That's about all I've had. So I got my carbs in me. Crazy stuff right here. Talking about Epstein. Epstein purchased 330 gallons of sulfuric acid. Same thing Steve Bannon used to dissolve his victims in the bathtub of his home he rented in D.C. It's wild. Some more of this stuff's coming out. We talked about this earlier about Sneeko talking about the reasoning behind Netanyahu over here. Possible going to war with Iran. Good possibilities. Good possibilities. I'm probably going to get dinked on YouTube on this one.
Who do you think we're occupied by?
APAC.
A lot of people think that.
The evidence is there. The evidence is all there. It's come on. We send $18 billion a year to Israel. Why? Just ask the question, what do we get out of it?
Nothing.
We get nothing. Are we doing humanitarian work? No, they're charged with genocide. They're killing off Palestinians. Are we helping them survive? Oh, they've got a higher standard of living than we do, a longer lifespan than we do, free education, free housing, free healthcare. Well, we're sending them money. Why? Ask yourself why a U.S. congressman can wear an Israeli military uniform in congressional chambers. I would think that would be an act of treason. But they did. Nobody said anything. Ask why the Israeli prime minister can bypass the president, fly directly in and speak to our Congress without any other government interaction.
I didn't know that could happen.
Oh yeah, we did. Flew straight in, bypassed the president, talked to the Congress. Congress gave him 26 standing ovations. I think most pop stars would like
26 standing ovations. Must be nice. Willie Desert Hangout. F-Ran. What in the world y'all talk about in the chat? I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. Me and Jamie didn't get to talk about this. Any scrolling down through here. Says I had to look it up, make sure it wasn't BS, but yeah, California is trying to formally join the World Health Organization's Global Outbreak Alert and Response Network. But truly you can't legally do that, so but they want to. And what has stopped any politician from doing stuff illegally ever? What? I wish you had said that on YouTube. I could bring it up on my screen. That'd be kind of funny, Jason. He was given a plane. Well, why did our president accept a golden pager like an on-call street hoe? Need my money. What is that? Dave Chappelle skit. Dave, hose Dave. Oh, talking about toilets and the need of all the acid cleaner. I hear you. Yeah, not only is it Israel build the United States.
Jews built the left in this country. We built the labor movement. We broke the New Deal. 70% of the lawyers who worked on civil rights cases were Jews. We've been at the forefront of every liberal and leftist issue in this country. The absolute chutzpah of saying, you're not welcome here. Jews built the left.
I've seen that they really are getting a little upset that the left is really pulling away from them. The left and right, especially from the younger audience, is really pulling away from them. It's getting so more. What was it? This is an interesting video. I didn't know this until it popped up. Until for 1979 for Iran, I was just born, Mr. Willie. I was born in July '79, so I might have been still in the womb when it happened. I forget when it was. But Stacey Plaskett, was texting Epstein and during a congressional hearing. She's also one that I didn't put two and two together was here when they had this crazy video of this staffer.
With FBI employee Roya Demlow, who you just spoke about, which took place on July 17, 2023. In that line, she says, the question was asked, okay, if someone were to leave here today, were to leave this interview and were to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 20.
Like the whole thing truly looked like she's just mouthing what he was speaking through her. In them eyes.
2020, that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden.
If I walked up on somebody looking like that, I'm running. I won't lie. I can fight, and I still would run. I think there is a power. I see Merlin. I think it's one of the levels. And I think right now is an easy thing to do to blame everything on them. But I think there's levels of it, and there's something above them. I don't know if it's, like if you get into the whole, my brain it might work today, it might not. Like the Committee of the 300 or the Hand, the pyramid of the, the conspiracy pyramid of, of the powers that be and the levels. She's on drugs. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah. Oh, hell, it's really. And hell, the bad thing is, we're the ones that put them in power, Mr. Willie. During all that stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if she's on drugs. Or is she reptilian, like the little thing, the comment on Red Panda Koala says? I don't know, but it's weird. I have seen this video. He didn't even. North Carolina sheriff didn't even know which branch of government he fell under. This was crazy. Mark Cuban actually praising Trump, which I don't know. This is scary.
We'll work with Trump RX. I mean, it's incredible. It's stupendous. It's like the most incredible program ever. And so we're excited to offer them our API so that they'll be able to download our.
Appreciate you, Jen. Get you some rest.
Daily prices. So when they go down, everybody benefits. Plus, I like what they're doing with the MFNs because, as I mentioned in my comments, our brand drugs are more expensive because PBMs are involved. And with Trump RX and the MFN program, that allows manufacturers to work around the PBMs and work directly to patients. So I think it'll save seniors, it'll save everybody a lot of money.
You think this is the future?
I don't think it solves the ultimate problem of how the system is designed, but I think it's something that we obviously agree on because that's what Cost Plus Drugs is. We publish our entire price list every day.
Your company posts drug prices with full cost breakdowns. How does this transparency help save patients money?
I mean, you know, with costplusdrugs.com, any patient can just go look at their price for their medication. And so there's no uncertainty. But more importantly, by seeing our markup of only 15% and seeing our costs, that builds trust. I always tell everybody in our company that what we really sell in this industry is trust. And so I think that's what's really allowed us to grow so quickly.
Yeah, Jason, it's wild seeing him, but there's, like I said, it's just another one of them very varying factors of, is this the reason why they're, how do I want to say this? You know, that this is the reason behind their, you know, they're all just actors. It's just all a show. Now he's happy with Trump. He's my buddy. He's doing great things. We'll work with him. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, it was bored of peace. I don't know. Let's see what I got on here. I did see somebody talking about they had to actually pass the voter ID law. I hadn't checked that. But Fetterman, it's amazing lately. Fetterman more and more has made more and more sense. I don't think he's not extreme Democrat. I really do think of John Fetterman is like an old school Democrat. The world is a stage and we're all actors, but I suspect the writer is doing meth. They're doing something. Doing something for sure. There's anti-Israel protests in Italy. I don't know if y'all seen any of that. They're raising hell over there. Hey, I've seen where they come out to the Winter Olympics and booing them. Better woman. Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of what he said, but every once in a while he has a gleam of light. It's like, hey, he's maybe there's hope. And then, you know, and then turn around. Then turn around and it's like, then I'm like, nope, it's just all bullshit. Yeah, Raz. The only Democrat making any sense has brain damage. Imagine that. Yeah. I agree, Mr. W. I think they do. It's a lot of the grassroots movement, and I think they just like they've done with music over and over again. You know, they see a great movement pushing forward, and then turn around and they take it over and start using it for their means. It's crazy. I seen this here. I got pulled up on screen for the ones this listening. Epstein used World of Warcraft gold to make money without getting traced. He was actually using World of Warcraft to them smuggle money back and forth. It's wild. Yeah, libertarians, they just, I don't know. So a lot of them just want to talk, and they just talk shit and don't do nothing about it. You know, it's a crazy thing. That is interesting, Merlin. That is interesting. More Italy. Speaking of UFOs, I've seen this too, and I had to save this in turn around. Laura Trump is actually saying that again, this disclosure shit this year. There's something coming down the line, and there's something about to pop with the UFOs and stuff. And again, I don't believe deep down in my soul it's going to be real artificial intelligence, or not artificial life forms, or some kind of alien spaceships. It's going to be our ships. It's going to be our tech. It's going to be all that shit. But
next question. What do you or the president know about UFOs? Can you share? I hear that the president has something in the queue to share with us about all of this. Now, truth be told, I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. It may have been right after he left office, after the first term. I remember Eric being like, all right, what can you tell us? And he was a little hesitant to give us any real info, which makes me think like he's got a lot of info out there and he's waiting for the right time to drop it. And maybe this is going to be the time, because I keep seeing all these stories about how he's got some like UFO speech that he's got queued up, and we all should just kind of sit back and wait. Now, here's the thing I'll say. What do I know about UFOs? What I know is that our universe is so enormous. It actually, if I start thinking about it, it makes me a little crazy. You think about just our solar system, okay? And then you think about how many solar systems like ours are in our galaxy. And then you think about how many galaxies are in this universe. The whole thing is just, it's kind of like mind-boggling. So the idea that the only form of intelligent life out there is us, that we're like twerking on TikTok and stuff, that's it. I don't know. I find it hard to believe. I fully believe that there's other life out there throughout the universe. And if you look at some of the like prophets, these are people hundreds of years ago, or I don't even know how long ago. A lot of them say that sometime soon we're supposed to have some sort of an interaction with another form of life from outside of our planet. So I don't know. I fully believe there's more out there. I think it would be a heck of a waste of space if it's just us here and we're doing like dumb challenges and again, like just twerking on TikTok. There's got to be more out there. Okay.
I don't want to do that. Stop it. Stop playing. Because if I said, what did he say here? I said a multi-generational ship out to take millions of years to get somewhere where life did not exist when I chose the destination. Lord have mercy. The chat's awesome. Chat is always awesome. The WEF, these sick motherfuckers, now they want us to tax everything. Water, soil, oxygen. We watched Spaceballs as a kid. And as an adult. You thought, Mel Brooks is crazy. He's over here selling air and had little cans of Perrier air and whatever, and we laughed at it. And now it's to the point they absolutely, I don't even want to play this dumb broad's voice and words because it's the insanity that's coming out of WF. I keep showing more and more videos on it, and it's like these people don't have an idea of really what they, I wonder if they really understand what they're saying or what they're asking, or it's just like they absolutely live in delusional land of make believe and fairy tales and. I kind of agree with you, Duffy. Is I think they are part of the bigger group. You know, they're just a little peon spreading the bullshit. But it's like, how the hell you're supposed to? Have an asset of oxygen, like how you're like, well, we know you're going to breathe so many breaths, so we're going to tax you, you're going to pay so much a year, or what else? You know, they're going to off you. You know, they part of that Canadian plan of, you know, to help people suicide themselves. Where's that? I want to put. Yep. F the WEF. We'll put. They are absolutely in the la la land of freaking BS. I've seen it. I think I've shown about everything tonight. I don't know. Let me go back. There's the tag. Diablo, what in the hell? I do want to play this video. Hold on 1 second. And it kind of made me feel good. Not feel good. It did not make me feel good. But I was like, what we've been saying, we need to have actual real DVDs. We need to have real books. We need to have real actual things in our hands to watch media. And
we still have DVDs, and people still get them because when they lock this internet up, ain't nobody streaming nothing. Streaming was created for real-time editing. The reason we're all into streaming, the reason why they took the hard drive out of the Apple TV, the reason why they don't want you with content is because they want to be able to alter content. See, if you're streaming, It's on their server, not yours. You don't own it. You don't even have it. That's why they sell a computer now, the fastest computer out right now, and the hard drive is tiny. Why you only give me 128 gigabytes? And then if you want more, you got to pay thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
Why are they doing that? Because they want it in the cloud. Because two things happens if it's in the cloud. One,
they have it.
And the other thing is they learn it. Metatron don't know. He's not omniscient. He's not like God or whatever. This demon spirit has to learn.
They need our voices, our images,
Dude, it's us. We're all cyborgs. There's a digital version of all of us in the hands of the enemy. He's created it from our uploads. He's showing all your birthdays. He's showing everything you do. He's learning. How else would the devil be omnipresent?
Oh my.
He wants to be like God. The internet makes him omnipresent.
That's crazy. All right. Don't get me mad on this little podcast. Okay, because I am heated right now.
No, to make sure you're getting all your stuff. Actually have. I'm like, I ain't getting rid of all my DVDs. I ain't getting rid of hell makes me, once I get to the point, I'll go back and start buying more. Especially you can go to these thrift stores and stuff. I know there's one near me where you can go in there and get like 10 paperbacks for $1. So 10 cents a piece, hell. Get to the point where you can actually start loading some up and actually good information. There's a lot of garbage out there too, but showing this over and over again. And let me show this real quick. Then we're gonna jump right into feel good videos because angry at first. AI generated. Having a fight scene that good and everything. Next 5 years, I think all the movies are going to be just AI. What's up, Water's World? What's up, Matt Sile? I tell you, I keep my DVD collection, and especially like if the internet goes out, whatever, on a normal time, if he had where the internet went out. Where I used to live, freaking cable used to go out all the time, but these trucks would come through there and take the cable line off the ground. I'm like, hell, you don't need to stick it up higher. And they were like, well, they put it right back where it was, and here comes a big truck. Pow! Ripped my cable off the side of my house again. And so I had all my DVDs. So I had to turn on my DV. And then I got a bunch of movies already ripped on hard drives and stuff I can watch. So, it's good to have it. I got a bunch saved too, Mr. Duffy. I got several stuff saved for it. But check out this Looney Tunes live. This is the Hanna-Barbera live action.
There's a roadrunner! And there's a coyote chasing it! They're still keeping up with us! Bird's gone. There's a roadrunner! And there's a coyote chasing it! They're still keeping up with us!
I had to watch it twice. He tried, and he fell. thought this was funny. I don't know if I'll be able to play the whole thing because of music, but this little boy.
Brass monkey, monkey, monkey. Brass monkey.
That boy's having fun. That boy's having fun. Beastie Boys. This video here is fun. Funny, this boy's country and collard greens right here.
I caught a big one. Got a big band. Boy, I really stay in my by myself. Nobody in there. Caught a largemouth. Caught a largemouth. I think this is a largemouth that I'm catching in my own pond, in my friend pond. Yeah, I'm catching this big boy. It'll be some good old fish to eat tonight. I caught it.
Is it? I can't tell if he's 7 or 77 for sure. Thought this was pretty cool. The guy, dude lost his phone and the guy held it up. This dude found a lost phone and held it up until the owner came to unlock it with Face ID. That's pretty cool. He could have kept it, put it in his pocket, and went on down the road, but he. To show there's still some good people out there. Bass take like crap. The only fish I eat is a catfish. That's it. This one here is from James. Get caught by the damn silly music. The world is it's our overlords. The cats. The world is a cat playing with Australia as a ball. I thought this was pretty cool right here. If you know anybody in a wheelchair, they can kind of still move their legs or something like that. This is a pretty cool idea.
Wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow.
So Rob's the inventor of this. He flew in just to demonstrate it for us.
I just wanted to show you this because what we were trying to do is.
You invented this?
Oh yeah, and I built them in my garage.
What's up, Monique? See you in the chat now. What's up, Theodore? And Gordian. I don't know if I said hi to Gordian or not. What's up, Theo and Gordian?
You know what this really reminds me of? Being in the pool.
This is designed basically to make it so it's really difficult to fall. So
he's going to give this to you to use. And I think now we take workouts to standing. You'll have sitting workouts. You'll have standing workouts. You know, it really could.
Not worried about falling.
Exactly. I'd like to see you get in this thing and let's stand.
Where'd you see that?
Steve, I saw it from Autumn. Autumn turned us onto it. Okay, so you want to try it?
Yep.
All right, so Rob, you take it from here and get it out.
What I'm going to do is just stand behind you.
Okay.
Let's move the chair out and move this in.
Exactly. And then you're just going to come right up to the seat and you're going to feel it under your sit bones. And then we're going to bring this belt around you. So just take a few steps, move around, just start to feel a little bit comfortable. Lift your head up. What we want you to do is just start to feel comfortable taking steps. And the break is not to stop you. It's just if you want to take a momentary pause.
How does this feel?
Good. Stand for a minute.
Yep.
Feels good just standing like this.
Dude, you're standing so much straighter.
Very secure. Yeah.
Helps me stand up straighter.
Yeah,
Because I know I'm not going anywhere.
it's a beautiful thing.
Because you're always like this, trying to grab something and bend over.
Right.
With freedom from the chair. Yeah, that was what we initially talked about.
Yeah.
And I'm in this chair all the time. Told you I saw the butterbean thing. You think you can help me? And we all know the OD goes, brother, that's what I've been waiting for. You know where we went, right?
That's pretty cool. And for the ones that don't know, that's Lex Luger. Used to be a professional wrestler, and he does, Mr. Duffy. He needs a lot. He messed some stuff up through drugs and everything. I don't know if that's what it's for, though. I think it's, for the ones that, that having trouble, can still move their legs. But it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see. You're right, Merlin. The society has punished the good people, and so it makes more and more people not want to be good people. The little boy found out what going fast is in the car, and yeah, he's screwed for the rest of his life. Yeah, he said what you thought he said. Let me pull it back. So, I wanted to share this too. Like I said, it kind of fits in with my MMA side of my things. But Andrei Arlovsky, he fought cancer 3 times. He beat cancer 3 times. Got back in there. 47 years old, and he became the BKFC bare knuckle fighting championship. So he's not fighting with no gloves on. Just old school bare knuckle. Won the heavyweight belt this last weekend. And
most important, guys, people who in a battle right now with the fucking cancer, don't fucking give up. I'm a great fucking exam. 3 times cancer survivor. Keep fucking fight. Life is beautiful. Zarlavsky method, baby. Most important.
Keep fighting. He's trying to prove it. All right, Yankee Free. We ain't got much longer. I'm not going to go much longer. I ain't going to go super late tonight. I got a couple more videos, and then we'll probably call it a night. But I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you come and join the chat, as always. Positive message. It is, Theo. That's why I want to make sure I share it tonight. I want to make sure I get that positive, like, hey, you're going through some crap. We all go through some crap sometimes, and if he can fight cancer 3 times and then get back in the gym and work out and get in shape and then get in the ring and win a heavyweight belt, after all that, at 47 years old, we can all defeat some of the things we got going on. Yeah, Chuck is Chuck ain't the same anymore. I hate to see that. He went through some wars though.
Are you pregnant?
What? I'm a boy. I can't be pregnant. I'm copying Dad.
Oh my God. Are you pregnant?
What?
I gotta play this one.
I'm a boy. I can't be pregnant. I'm copying Dad.
This is pretty cool. Labrador. Sounds just like a choo-choo train. Oh, that was it on that. Sound just like a choo-choo train. It seems that way, Mr. W on the bare knuckle. And I tell you what, I've been to the fights. I've been in the back, and every bare knuckle fight I've been to, somebody went to the hospital. Guaranteed. It's a rough sport. It is. I've seen some wars. I've seen a couple guys go through some wars. It looked like their faces looked like he took a bat to them and shit. It was wild. But I appreciate y'all. Yeah, kindergarten cop. Boys have a penis. Girls have a vagina. So, yeah, I got my Captain American shirt on today. But I appreciate y'all being here as always. It's always a great, wonderful chat and wonderful people on here. And it's just an honor being able to keep doing this. And I'm glad Jamie got to come on for a little bit. He had to cut out early. And then my friend Nick, I'm glad he got to come on, talk the fights. I think I lost a few people, jumped off because of that, but it is what it is, I ain't worried about it. Hopefully we'll be back next week. If not, it is what it is. But we'll, as always, gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna have a wonderful show Sunday. I get the hiccups. Excuse me. Got a wonderful show, I think, lined up Sunday. Got a great guest coming, so y'all gonna have to come check it out so you can see who the wonderful guest is. Y'all will not be disappointed. Sunday nights at 7 Central Time. So come back, talking all kinds of paranormal and and ghost and who knows what else. So make sure y'all come back for that. If you missed, like Merlin was with us last week, Sunday, and so if you missed that, go back and check out the video on that. It was a great talk. You turn around and I got somebody else lined up today. Emailing back and forth trying to figure out scheduling, so I got some more guests working out the small details. Might have a Monday show coming up. We'll see how it goes. Just working on scheduling wise, and it'd be a later show. If it does, we do a Monday show. It'd be a kind of one-off. Who knows what's going to happen? It'd just be one Monday night or something like that. One day during the week. We'll just figure it out. It'd be a later show. Start probably not 9. So make sure you check out the links in the description. I need to add some more in there. I want to add some more of our friends of the show, their links, to their channels and stuff like that. I need to get on the ball and update some more of that. Just been busy. And making sure it actually gets updated when I start a new thing is sometimes a pain. But I appreciate y'all. As always, I'm hoping maybe do a lunch shows coming up soon, too. So y'all check out that. Like I said, as always, I appreciate y'all. My masks are in balance. I need to straighten them up a little bit. I know some of them are getting crooked, and I probably bumped them and stuff like that. I moved the one around. I got my buddy and my redheaded buddy here right behind my shoulder now. And the one Mr. Duffy gave me up there over by the light. I'll probably, if I get any more, I'm going to have to probably like pull them all off and redo it again and move adjust and stuff. As I get them, it's a steady moving around. Okay. I got you, Merlin. Appreciate it. I got you. It could be, Gordian. Some of them, I guarantee you, they might have something going on. It could be. It is turned sideways, isn't it? How did that sucker turn sideways? What in the world? What you got going on, buddy? What y'all doing behind me? I don't know. I must have bumped it with... I don't know. I will say I bumped it with my chair. If it moves again, though. Who knows? But anything is possible. As always, again, I'd like to say I appreciate y'all for being here. And moved in the show. Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because I thought it was straight up. Interesting. Oh, I need to find I need to find somewhere for y'all to go. But I'm gonna hit this outro, and then I'm gonna find a show for us to go raid. I'm gonna try to keep raiding. Maybe we'll find some new friends, and let me hit this outro, and I sure, like I said, Miss Kitty is over here blocking my view here of the whole corner of my screen. So let's get this thing started. One sec. Come on, Miss Kitty. Move. There you go. Or lay down. One or the other. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Much love.
Shackles, don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles, don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother, don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said down with Big Brother, no more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles, don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. Don't want a spot chip in me. Everybody, I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. It's all about liberty.